how to read the OA sound. So let me show you in the chat some words that have the OA sound in them. We have words like oat, float, oak, moat. I'm thinking of a lot of words that end with a T, but when you see, we have or, when you see that OA, it's going to be read as O. So OA says O. You're usually going to see it in the beginning and middle of words. You'll never see it at the end of words. The O sound is spelled differently at the end, usually with an OW or an O, but that'll be a lesson a little later on. When you see OA, it'll be at the beginning or in the middle, and it will always say O. So we're going to apply that rule today with what we learned last time, which is when you see O with another vowel in the next one or two spots, that O is going to say its name and say O. If there's not a vowel in the next one or two spots, that O will say ah. So that's the tap 2 rule. O says O if one of the next two letters is another vowel. If not, it says ah. So the OA rule follows the tap 2 rule, right? Because look at all those words. That O will say O because there's an A in the next one spot. So if there's a vowel in the next one or two spots, the first vowel says its name, O. So let's practice. Oh, thanks for those in the chat. Yeah, goat, board. Thank you. Sometimes it's hard for you to remember examples, so I appreciate that. All right, let me share my screen and we will do some practice. All right, pull the Q&A up. So our first word, we're going to mark this OA as a long O. I'm just going to put a little line through this because you don't hear the A at all. All you hear is that O. And so it's important for us to train our brains to recognize OA as one unit that says O. It's a vowel team. And the team says one sound. It makes one sound, right? An Olympic team, they're going for one goal. They're all working together for one result. The OA vowel team, or any vowel team, produces only one sound. So the sound for this one says O. It follows the tap 2 rule. So our sounds are D, O, P, dope, dope. That is why this word says soap. Same word, but just different beginning consonants. Okay, go ahead and try yours over here. Try to really articulate this T and the R. I want to hear each sound so it doesn't turn into a chur. Don't let it come out lazy or sloppy. No ch, just t. So this OA is our reading hack for the day that says O. So the sounds are T, R, O, P, trope, trope. It would be kind of tempting to say trope, like we say tree or try or trick with that CH. But since we are learning how to improve our reading, we might as well learn how to do it right, and articulate those sounds properly. All right, our next word to do together. Here's our OA that says O. Here's that TR again that we're going to say really clearly. So we have T, R, O, N, D. Troned, troned. This TR is not a very easy sound to make because of what your mouth has to do to form those two sounds side by side. But you can force it. If your mouth is shaped correctly, the sounds will come out right. Troned. The trick is to make this only air. Troned. Then it will come out correctly. Same with this one. Your P is only air. Go ahead and try this one on your own. All right, so we know that this OA says O. So our sounds are P, O, N, D. Now we have a 2-letter consonant blend here and a 2-letter consonant blend here, and we have to make sure that every single sound is accounted for. Don't let any slip out of our word. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds, and we have to hear each one. So we have proned. Make sure that N stays where it belongs. That sound is heard. Proned. Proned. Yeah? How you doing so far? Y, let's give me a Y or an N if you got proned in the chat, please. Good, good. Okay, looks like we're ready to step it up then. Lots of Y's. Let's increase the difficulty. Let's add a weight, right, to our workout here. So this OA is going to say O. This, because of the tap 2 rule, this O has a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it will say O. This O does not have a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it will not say O. It will say its regular short sound, ah. Now, if you were in my class last year, you know what O says when it comes almost to the end of a longer word and there's a consonant after it. But I haven't taught you that yet this year in this class for O month. And most people are learning brand new this month what O says. So I'm not going to hold you accountable or responsible for knowing a rule that I haven't taught you yet. So this O for today's lesson is going to say ah. Same with this one and this one and this one. It will say ah. So the sounds are P, L, O, S, T, ah, P. Let's do one sound at a time. Pull, plow, plose, plost, plostop, plostop, plostop. Go ahead and try yours. Fatima, your question, how do we know if it's a vowel team and not an O by itself? That sounds kind of like a spelling question. When you're spelling, how do you know if you should use a OA or O? We just went over that in the spelling class, but I don't think I saw you over there. But let me just briefly explain. When you're spelling, you're going to use the single vowel first if it will work. So if O can say O in that spot, stop, you're done. If there's another vowel, 1 or 2 doors away. If not, you put the OA if it's at the beginning or the middle of a word. But we just spent 30 minutes learning that, so I don't expect you to, that was kind of a fast answer for a kind of a complicated answer, complicated question. Sorry about that. All right, let's do 3. So this OA is going to say O because of the tap 2 rule. That O says its name because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors away. This O does not have a vowel 1 or 2 doors away, so it will not say its name. It will make its regular short sound ah. So our sounds are F, O, M, P, L, ah, P. One at a time. Fur, fro, from, get that R in there. Fromp, fromple, frompla, fromplop, from, make sure your mouth is closed here, plop. How did you do on fromplop? Let me know in the chat. Did you get that one? Y or N in the Q&A for me? Did you get from plop? What? Good job. I can't make these hard enough, can I? I'm going to have an, I mean, this is a pretty advanced beginner course. I'm going to have an advanced course, I think. You guys are getting too good at this stuff. Let's try number 4. I'll probably go a little faster on this one since I know how good you're doing. This OA says O because of the tap 2 rule. This O says ah because of the tap 2 rule. The sounds are O, P, L, ah, T. O plot. O plot. Go ahead and try yours. Give me a nice clear TR sound. Okay. So we have that OA that says O, and then T, ah, T. I'm going to try to pronounce my TR nice and clear. So we have Om, T. That's a kind of an awkward transition, but we can do it. Om, Om, tra, Om, trot, Om, trot, Om, trot. Now just put in the chat if that one was hard or if you didn't get that one so I can see how many of us are having a hard time. Okay. All right. Good, good. Well, let's go down to our extra practice where they can be a little on the more difficult side here. Any that you want me to do with you, go ahead and put one in the chat if you do. Which number? Or in the Q&A. Oh, lots of requests for number 8. Oh, right. Let's do it. All right, the sound of this C is going to say K. C almost always makes its hard sound unless the next letter is an E, I, or Y. So C is going to say K. This O is going to say Ah because the next 2 letters are consonants. This O is going to say O because one of the next 2 letters is another vowel. We've noticed that this OA is our new unit or vowel team that we're recognizing as a pair that makes one sound, O. And this O does not have a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it will not say its name. It will say its regular short sound, Ah. There's that TR that we're practicing articulating clearly. So our sounds are K, L, Ah, S, O, M, T, Ah, D. Lots of sounds. Let's go one at a time. Cl, claw, class. I'm going to let you do the rest on your own. Take it from there. And then I'll come back and tell you what it was. Okay. Okay, so we got to class. Now let's keep going and see if our words were the same. So classo, classome, classomed, classomter, classomtra, classomtrod, classomtrod, with your lips closed right here. Did you get classomtrod when you tried it on your own? While you're in the Q&A for me. What? Nothing is hard for you anymore? Oh, good. Here comes some ends. Okay, I was getting a little concerned that I was not being able to produce words that were challenging. Okay, it's all right. We're getting some more no's and some more nope, that was hard for me. Oh, so what about 3? That O is at the end. Did I put an OA at the end? Number 3? Let me see, what am I missing here? Oh, you mean toward the end of a word? Like right here? You're right. That is because we're just focusing on reading that sound. In spelling class, it's not going to be at the end, but in reading class, we're focusing on recognizing that sound. All right, we're getting some more requests for 4 or 10. Let's see if we have enough time to do both of those. Let's try number 4 first. Go ahead and try it on your own first. All right, so this O is going to say ah because of those 2 T's. This OA says O. It's our new reading hack for the day. The sounds are sh, ah, t, o, but. It's going to be tempting for an R to sneak in right here. So be in control of that space. Go straight from the T to the O sound, okay? So when we blend those sounds together, we have shawtobe, shawtobe, shawtobe. And then number 10. What do you think number 10 says? This OA would say O. This O would say ah. Take a second. So that would say O mop. O mop. Yeah. All right, so today you learned that, oh, good question. Let me just stop sharing here. You learned that OA says O, and you're usually going to see it at the beginning or middle of words, and usually it's going to be short words. The beginning and middle of, I mean, it can be in longer words too, but usually toward the beginning or toward the middle of the word is where you're going to see it. And it follows the tap 2 rule. It's a nice, friendly little vowel team. It's always going to say O when you see OA. So it's nice for reading. We also reviewed that O will say O if one of the next 2 letters is another vowel. Otherwise, it will say ah. So you've learned 2 different ways to spell the long O sound. All right, questions? Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. All right, I got 10 without my pencil. What? Look at that. Congratulations. Is there anything we print for tomorrow's class? So if you did not know, if you were not aware, you're all invited to the practicum on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I would get to see you every day almost. Hopefully you won't get sick of seeing me if you're in both this class and the practicum class. You don't need to print anything, just bring a paper and a pencil. It's going to be kind of a more low-key, kind of relaxed, us just chatting and talking and working through what we learned today. That invitation is in your modules for you. Colette, your chat is not working. Nobody's chat is working. We're just using this Q&A to communicate with each other. Don't you worry. All right. Oh, the practicum. What time is it? I believe it's a half hour before this one, but check the time in the module and then adjust for your time zone. I have 3 different classes on 4 different days, and I hesitate to tell you an exact time because I don't want to get it messed up, but it's in your module for you. All right, my friends, I'm excited to see you. Cameras on tomorrow. Only if you want. There is no pressure for cameras on and mics on tomorrow. You don't even have to participate. You can just come and enjoy and practice on your own if you want. But hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.